classical guitar is one of the most romantic string instruments you can play. With its small body, soft nylon strings, and an incredible variety of tones, the classical guitar makes even the simplest things sound amazing. In this lesson, I'll show you how to play a very simple classical guitar piece. This should serve as a perfect introduction to classical guitar techniques like fingerstyle and the difference between the free stroke and rest stroke technique, and the unique approach called voice leading. Now, in this video, I'm going to be using a beautiful classical guitar. If you have an acoustic guitar, go ahead and use that, since the things you will learn today can be played on the acoustic guitar as well. Now let's take a look at the chord progression. In this exercise, we are only using the top 3 strings for the chords and the bottom 3 strings for the bass. And we are using a concept referred to as voice leading, or simply economic movement. This means that we try to move each note of the chord to the nearest note in the next chord, creating a smooth transition. Let me teach you the chords. Now, we are in the key of A minor, and I really want you to focus on how these chords are voiced. So A minor, super simple. Now for the E major chord, we bring the C one string up and play the G sharp on the G string. So we're moving as little as possible. Now E seventh and back to the A minor chord. So we bring the G sharp up to the A and play the A minor again. Now the A seventh chord, you can either play this one, which is a little bit more stretchy. We have this beautiful C sharp in this chord and the A on fret 5. If this is too stretchy, you can play a regular A seventh chord like this. Now, D minor. Beautiful chord. This is the only chord where we use 3 fingers. And then, watch this. A minor over E. Beautiful and dramatic. E major. And A minor. Let's talk about the rhythm. This piece is in 6/8. In a 6/8 time signature, you can think of the music as being divided into 2 main groups. First group is 1, 2, 3, and the second group is 4, 5, and 6. So when you count or play music in 6/8, you emphasize the 1 to start the first group, then lightly count 2 and 3. Next, you emphasize the 4 to start the second group, and then lightly count 5 and 6 to finish. And you can hear that when I play the music with the arpeggio in 6/8. Now, the rule of thumb for this finger picking pattern is that the index finger is always on the 3rd string, the middle finger is always on the 2nd string, and the ring finger is always on the 1st string. You want to have the index finger in front of the middle finger in front of the ring finger. That's how you do it. The thumb is in front of the index finger, and it will play the bass note of each chord. With the thumb, you move down, and with the index, middle, and ring finger, you move up. Now the picking pattern is in 6/8, so we are plucking 6 times, and we are emphasizing 1 and 4. So you have thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Again, try to emphasize 1 and 4, so play it louder. I like to use the rest stroke on 1, meaning when I pluck the bass note of the chord, the thumb will rest on the adjacent string, in this case the 4th string. This allows me to emphasize this note even more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, E7, A minor, A7, D minor, A minor over E, E major, A minor. Now this is how you play the notes correctly and with the right emphasis. The last step is all about the tone. You are playing a nylon string guitar. Nylon strings are beautiful. You can achieve the sweetest tone. So a couple of tips on how to get the best tone out of your classical and acoustic guitar. Plug the strings close to the sound hole and use the left side of your fingertips. You can also use fingernails if you have them, but fingertips will be fine as long as you keep your right hand at a 45-degree angle so you can smoothly pluck the strings without grabbing them like this. Don't do that. Instead, keep your plucking hand at a 45-degree angle and smoothly pluck the strings. Also, make it sound louder on some of the chords, like the D minor. So I like to move my hand closer to the bridge so I get a brighter and a louder tone. A minor over E, that's loud, loud. Now quiet. If you'd ask me what's your favorite instrument, I'll say a classical guitar. I just love it. I love the sound, I love the size, I love the nylon strings. It's just a beautiful thing to play. Now, I hope you enjoy this super simple classical piece. This is really an introduction to classical guitar. If you want to try this lovely instrument, learn this piece. Super simple, beautiful, and I'm sure you'll love it. Let me know if you like it in the comment section down below, and please check my Patreon page if you want to support the channel, if you want to get the tab, it's available on my Patreon page. Enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you next time.